Within Outlook, you can simply click on the new message button. We'll go ahead and we can put in the email address of the recipient or recipients that you need to share data with. Click subject, quick note, and then you'll see the Kiteworks Outlook plugin here. Wherever you see that logo, Kiteworks is accessible for you. We'll click on Send Secure, and you'll see that it opens up the plugin window that gives you a few options. First, under Message Security Settings, Protect Attachment List. This is letting you know that the data that you are going to be sharing is going to be secure. You do also have the ability to protect the message body, meaning that when a user receives this email notification, they will need to authenticate or log into the system to be able to access not only the data, but also to see the message body that you've shared with them. You can simply toggle this on if you have the option. File attachment expiration. This is providing you the expiration date that's going to be associated with the link. If your administrator is controlling this, you'll see that this is grayed out and I can't make any changes. If you do have the option to make changes, you can choose the calendar icon here and it'll let you select the date that you would like to have for this expiration. Moving down to attachments, I can attach files from my computer. I can attach folders from my computer. I can also attach files that I have access to via the Kiteworks system. The three dots here, this is synonymous throughout our system with additional options. You simply click on this, it will give us those options again. Files from your computer, folders from your computer, any one of the repositories that you have access to through our system. If I just want to jump into a Kiteworks folder that I have access to and data within, I can simply select those files and add them here. You will see the files have been added just as any other email that you send and attach files. You'll see over to the right they've been added as well. Before we send this off, I'll also just show you very quickly the More Options section. This is going to give you additional message security settings options. Secure access, this is going to be who is going to be able to authenticate and grab this file. Recipients only is the most secure way to ensure that anybody in the the BCC, or the CC field will need to authenticate to access the file, and they will not be able to share with anybody that was not an original recipient. You can also choose to have recipients use a one-time passcode to access the message instead of creating an account and password on the system. This one-time passcode can be sent via text or via email. The user will receive the text or the email with the code, and they will need to input that code prior to being able to access the data that's been shared with them. Again, you'll see the file attachment expiration. You can also notify yourself when file attachments expire. This is going to send a notification over to your normal inbox the day after expiration, letting you know all of the activity that's been done with the file, with the data that you've shared. Kind of a tracking report. Add the digital fingerprint. This is automatically added in the background, but if you would like to have this visible to the end users, you can also select this here. Notify me when files are downloaded. You'll see this has already been selected by my administrator to be turned on every single time. If it wasn't, and you wanted to select that, you'll simply check the checkbox here. This will send a real-time notification to your normal inbox letting you know when users that you've shared data with have downloaded the files. You can also notify others. Simply enter in an email address or addresses, and they will receive that notification as well that the files have been downloaded and by who. and the send me a copy. Keep in mind, because we're using the Outlook plugin, this will automatically go into your sent items, or a copy will go into your sent items, but you can also send yourself a copy and receive that in your inbox as well. Once we've made any of the changes, we can go ahead and click save, and then we'll very simply go ahead and send this information over. The user that you've sent it to is going to receive an email notification letting them know that files have been shared with them. They will click on the link and they'll be walked through the way to either authenticate with their email address and a password that they've created, or by using a one-time passcode. In addition to being able to send a file, group of files, or folder via the Kiteworks Outlook plugin, I also have the ability to be able to request files to my inbox. I can simply come in and include the user or users that I want to share files with, quick subject, and a quick note as well. You'll see over on the right-hand side, you've also got some additional message security settings requiring authentication. This will ensure that the user does need to create an account, so enter in their email address. If they're a first-time user, they will be automatically prompted to create a password and go through the account creation process. Also, then limit the number of uploads. This may have been set by your administrator, but you'll see here, set the number of uploads to. This means that the user requesting files from will be able to share a maximum of 10 files, or have a maximum number of 10 uploads. Also, the link expiration. This will automatically expire after a set amount of time. Here you can see we've got 7 days. Again, if your administrator provides you the ability to be able to configure this date, you'll be able to select the calendar icon here and choose the date that works best. You can also notify other people when files are uploaded by simply entering in their email address and separating that with a comma. Once you've put in all of the message security settings, you've entered in your recipient or recipients, your subject, and your message, you can then very simply hit send. The user will receive the email notification, and when they click on the link, they'll be prompted to upload a file, and that will be shared back with you. You'll receive the notification as soon as that file is uploaded so that you can access. The last area that I'd like to cover is what we call view mode. You'll see I'm in my sent items. I can see any of those emails that I've shared through the Kiteworks Outlook plugin. And with read mode turned on, it provides me the ability as an end user to be able to see some additional activity information or reporting with the data that I've shared. You'll see I can select here to show the protected message body. I've also got the ability to be able to see the files. I can download these files, send them securely, save them securely to a folder if I need to share with others. I even have the ability to be able to withdraw this file. If I've sent it but needed to make changes afterwards, I can go ahead and withdraw it so that those recipients are no longer able to download the file. I can also directly from within the Kiteworks Outlook plugin see some of the tracking activity that is associated with the data that I've shared, who I've shared it with, and any of the activity that's been done. If they've opened up the email and read it, if they've previewed the file that's been shared, if they've downloaded the file that's been shared. I also have the ability to view full details. This will take me over to the Kiteworks end user web UI. I can send this report to share with others, and I also have the ability to be able to export this report as a CSV if I need to keep it for longer term reporting.